On that note, it's Monday, it's the 19th of August, and we are officially halfway through the trip.
Extraordinary. Thank you, IslamicHelp, for allowing us to come. I think that the work is incredibly rewarding. We've had a bit of a boost because in the last 2 days we've been able to extend the time we've been working. For security reasons, we've been restricted to a relatively short working day, and that's been very frustrating for us. But the last 2 days we've been able to do a bit more, I think.
Yeah, so we've been going till about 4:30 or 4 o'clock, and that's actually meant that I've today not only managed to get 4 major cases done, but I've also been on a tour of the Ministry of Health's stores, and I've managed to steal quite a bit of equipment that should improve my function over the next couple of days. So I've had a very, very productive start to the week.
We can't trust for an inch because all that stuff is mine, essentially. I think it is wonderful as we find our way of navigating through the difficulties that beset us. But the thing that we can never escape is that our Palestinian colleagues are right in the middle of it. They come to work, perhaps at 24-hour shifts, and then they go to a tent. Last night, or the surgeon I was working with today, last night he spent all night awake because the fighting seemed right overhead. The Apache helicopters, the drones, the bombs. And he was very frightened for his family. He's a calm, extremely able, articulate, modern, Western person, and yet he has to live like this.
Shall we leave it there, I think? That's
Well, we could say thank you for IslamicHelp for allowing us to be here. Am I allowed just to say one other thing about a patient I saw today on a ward round? I feel uneasy about this, Miss Rose, because I seem to be dominating, and because I'm surrounded by women in the family, it feels unnatural. Would you like to tell IslamicHelp?
Carry on, Mr. Broom. Tell them about your young lady.
Well, there's an absolutely lovely person, and I saw her in a ward round. We operated on her last week. We managed to reconstruct her elbow. She's very pleased with that. When we went to see her, lying opposite her at the other end of the bed, with her head poking out from under the bedclothes, was her 3-year-old daughter. And I thought that was just lovely that her 3-year-old daughter was lying in bed with her mum. What we couldn't see, because it was covered up by the bedclothes, was her daughter had no legs. She was injured in the same explosion. And that is the reality of life here in Gaza. On that note, we will end, and tomorrow will be all Miss Rose. Thank you, IslamicHelp.